Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the second edition of Did You Know? Tips and trivia about Fate Grand Order, where I go over some stuff that I deem something that not everyone might know, or just in general, some useful tips. This video won't be as far-fetched as the stuff in the first video, but I still think there's something in here for everyone. So with that out of the way, let us start. Starting it at number 1, did you know that if you hold and click on an MP card in the card selection screen, it will display info about the MP for you? It will display the name, level, max gauge, and the main and overcharge effects of the Noble Phantasm selected. Not super useful, but sometimes if you are, for instance, running a support DPS and you are not sure if your servant or the support would deal more damage with their MP, checking out the MP level, for instance, might help you decide on which one to use and when. At number 2, did you know that Siegfried aka Sumanai starts with 2 skills at level 1? He has his first skill Golden Rule and his third skill Dragon Slayer both unlocked right off the get-go. To my knowledge, he's the only servant in the game that is this way, and I was thinking about the reason as to why it's like this, but couldn't really come up with any reason other than maybe DW wanting his Dragon Slayer to be unlocked already by the time the player enters Orleans, which we all know is full of dragons, and at that point I doubt many of us had 4-star servants at that level. Let me know if you guys have a better reason for it. More trivia at number 3. Did you know that Andi Mayu gives 2 quartz per bond level? I'm sure everyone is aware that Andi is the only servant in the game who has no rarity. Despite that, his max level and stats still equal those of a 2-star servant, aka a max level of 65. But as you can see, his bond level still gives 2 quartz instead of an apple that a 2-star servant would give you. So for whatever reason, you get the rewards equaling a 4-star servant with much less cost to occupy in your party. And if that wasn't enough of a reason to motivate you to bonding him up, as a bonus tip I would highly recommend getting his bond to 10 in preparation of his interlude that requires you to have him at bond 10, and the quest buffs his third skill. Again, funnily enough, he is the only servant with a quest like this. Number 4, back to some tips. Did you know that there is a recent history button in your gift box that displays all of your redeemed rewards up to 7 days? This can be useful if you are not sure if you got rewards from certain events that you weren't sure if you were eligible for. Outside of that, it's not super useful in the grand scheme of things, but I figured I should throw this briefly in here too. Continuing with the same theme at number 5, did you know that you can filter stuff with event bonuses? This is something I hope most of you guys already knew, but just in case someone didn't, I had to include this because it makes your life and events so much better. I cannot stress that enough. Basically, you can filter for event bonuses from either servants or craft essences during events, and if a singularity has bonuses, you can do that for those too. With this, you don't have to go through all of the irrelevant stuff before finding the stuff you're really looking for. And finally, at number 6, this one personally blew my mind as I could not believe I had not seen these earlier. But did you know there is a soundtrack section in the My Room menu, and more specifically, did you know that you can use materials and class pieces to unlock all the tracks in the game to listen to? This one is also one of those that a lot of you guys already might know, but personally I had never even opened this menu, so I was very surprised. Sadly, you can only listen to them in here. It would be awesome if we could actually swap around music for battles and whatnot in a future patch, but for now, this is mainly something for the completionists, as you can of course just listen to this stuff on YouTube, for instance, without needing to unlock them in the game. Alright, that's gonna wrap up the second edition of Did You Know? Like I said, this video wasn't as far-fetched stuff as the first one, but I hoped you learned something new at least. And as always, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to subscribe for more. Also follow my Twitter at MistFGO and check out the links in the description for other good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.